My first Kailash expedition was failed. Babaji said, "You will go after many years with a big group and celebrate Guru Purnima on the way." That time have came. After settling down in my tent, I instructed our friends not to disturb me after dinner. Many of us suffered from nasal bleeding. I wiped my nose clean and zipping closed the flap of the tent, sat in Padmasana. My attention fixed on the Agya Chakra. Blood rushed to my head and a streak of lightning shot up my spine, and within seconds, I was out of my body clothed in a blissful silvery sheath. This new luminous eye passed swiftly through several planes where glorious beings dwelt and reached the wondrous realm that glowed with a silvery blue soothing light. Two large blue cobras guarded the patio of a white crystal palace. They swung their hoods nodding to me to enter. In the central hall, on a raised crimson couch was Mahadev. The great being manifested as the luminous void, changing every now and then into the resplendent form of Shiv Bholinath with the crescent moon on his head and a black cobra around his neck. His body snow white and his third eye looking like a blue pearl. Beside him on either side, Saturday 5 persons. Babaji, someone who looked like a biblical prophet, a nath with his chimta. A bearded man with a white turban whose eyes were the most peaceful and compassionate that I have seen. And another man with Mongolian features, matted hair tied in a knot, twirled up mustache, and wearing a loose red robe. All of them possessed silvery luminescent bodies like mine. The fragrance of jasmine filled the air. I prostrated many times and then sat cross-legged on the floor. Babaji broke the silence. "Madhu, welcome to Kailash. This is the great Jewish master called Asa or Yesu. The Nath is none other than Shri Gorkhanath. The one with the loving eyes is the great Nanak Dev. And this one with the mustache and red robe, the inimitable Padmasambhava, Guru Rinpoche. All of us here are the disciples of Shri Guru Babaji, who is none other than the luminous void, Adinath, Shiv Mahadev who sits on the throne." "Babaji," I said, "thank you and Shri Guru for letting me enter here. I think I will stay on here, and like you, I have no interest in going back to the earth, covered by the darkness of Kali Yuga." I stood silent, head bowed. Guru Rinpoche spoke, "Adopt the Bodhisattva path, Madhupa. The Bodhisattva is ready to be born again and again to take others to Nirvana. The Arhant merely seeks his own salvation. Om Vajrasattva Hom." The great Yesu spoke, "Let your body be even crucified if that means help for even a single soul, O Son of Man." Nanak Dev said, "The Supreme is full of grace. May you be instrumental in the descent of that grace. Satnam Hari Hari, Ya Rab." Shiv Gorakh said, "The dhuni is to continue till you find a caretaker who can be trusted to keep it lit for eternity. Alakh Niranjan Ghum Bhole." The sweet voice of Shri Guru came from the effulgent void, "Madhu, Shri Madhu, I am always with you. You are a spark of my inner fire. Go now in peace and bliss." I prostrated, chanting Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Instantly, I found myself back in my body, which was still in the Padmasana posture inside the tent. I looked at my wrist watch. The time was 1 minute past midnight.